I'm just in prison, so...
Forged in the lockdown. Hello and welcome to Critical Questions, the Unfathomable quiz. It's all Phoebe's fault. I've trawled the internet for the best, worst, most interesting and ridiculous dumb questions I can find. And with any luck, my guests will be able to answer all of them. Today we have got with us Better Dave, Studio, Bionic, Dance, Lethal Pretzel, a Godless Scummer,
Ahoy.
and the Jusona Lady. Better Dave ahead. I don't know what that means. Right, we have people.
I normally am, so it's fine.
Right, how was your weekend, everyone? Has it been nice and quiet and peaceful?
Meh.
No? I've had a fun day, so you all have to cheer me up.
Yeah.
What happened? You get pinged? What happened? You get pinged or something?
No, we had to kill a dog.
People do that.
Mine was terrible.
Yeah, I didn't have the best weekend either.
My town has this 3-day drunk fest called Houston Hoedown, and it happens to take place on the Hoedown grounds, which are 2 houses away from mine. And so I get to hear all this drunken debauchery all day, all night, and then to make everything extra special, starting at about 10 o'clock and running till about 2, they do the tractor pulls. And so I've got these 1,500 horsepower tractors making all this noise for a few hours. It's just a lot of fun.
Is a hoedown what I think it is?
What do you think it is?
I don't know.
But you've never.
Then I'm
heard
going to
that
say
before?
no, it isn't. It's nothing like it.
No. I mean,
That's disappointing. Yes. Anyone else? Someone else must have had an exciting weekend.
Yeah, well, I start my clinical rotations next week, and so I start 19th grade officially, and I found out that I'm going to be working at a Catholic hospital for the next month, and I'm trans.
I saw
Yay!
That's going to be fun.
It's going to be great. I'm going to wear my trans flag and be like, suck it.
At least you don't have to stay there indefinitely, so you can really screw with them.
Yeah. I
Dress
do
up
need a
like,
letter of recommendation, though. So
dress up like a priest, you can get away with anything.
Whenever I hear the word Catholic, I always want to try and turn it into some porny pun about licking Kathy, but I don't know. Okay, that wasn't funny at all, but Manda's reaction was totally worth saying it anyway.
I'm just going to
I'm
read half
only
of the
here to see Manda's reactions. That's the
Only reason
I'm
we're
here.
on this stream is just to see Manda's reactions.
Of course.
I'm going to read half of Lone Wanderer's message. And I spent most of my weekend with my legs in the air.
Well, that sounds like fun.
I mean,
Why
it
were they
could be
doing
fun, It could be fucking awful. I mean, they put your legs up in the air in stirrups too. So
That's where my brain went.
They also do that. Also, trapeze artists put their legs in the air as well.
I was thinking voluntary in multiple positions, so.
She said it was due to an ant bite.
That's what it's called now.
Why is your aunt biting you down there? I don't. But anyway.
The yoo-hoo in the hoo-hoo.
Right.
I am far too stoned for Kate's dad jokes right now. So
Maybe it'll help if
Pretty
I
good
get
weekend.
stoned too.
I think it will.
I think you have
We
lesser
had a pretty good
expectations if you're
weekend.
stoned. Say again? Phoebe?
I've had a pretty good weekend.
Have you?
Yes.
Why?
The Olympics started. I quite like the Olympics. There was an indoors-outdoors Formula E race. I like Formula E. No, that's a lie. And men in tight-fitting fire suits who drive the cars in Formula E. So yeah, that was good. So, yeah, it was a good weekend.
And why is it you like the Olympics?
Because there was a Norwegian guy who was running in a white triathlon suit that got progressively more and more see-through the closer to the finish line he got.
I love how she just admits it right away. Like, nope, that's a lie.
On that, what do you think of Thingy's new video?
You need to be more specific than that.
Oh, Little Liz X. Is it?
I haven't seen it. Cannot comment.
You should watch it. It's quite entertaining.
The reason I watch Formula One. Yeah, they're very, very athletic men in very tight-fitting fire suits.
How many naked men have you seen doing synchronized dancing?
Too many.
Too many.
Is this the first question for all of us? That should be the first question on the list.
No, it's not.
Maybe Formula One means something different in your part of the world. Are we talking about car racing?
Yes. You
Okay.
know the high-speed cars with the attractive athletic men in the tight-fitting fire suits, and then they get out and then they roll down their ovals and you just
Okay, but see, attractive
kind of
and
boring.
men don't go together in my world, but okay.
This entire episode of Critical Questions brought to you by Phoebe's Desire.
imagine-
I'm
So
going to
imagine
start
you're-
a fight here.
So imagine
okay?
Phoebe. So imagine Phoebe's an even bigger fan of MotoGP then.
Oh.
Can we ask a question? Do you have questions? Does it fucking matter?
No.
Jenny's gone.
Oh shit!
Sorry, you're mad. Oh.
Right.
Question.
Okay.
Chop,
We'll do a
chop,
question.
babe.
It's a very important question.
I'm sure it is. I think Ben had the better idea. I think Ben needs to write your questions from now on. So, question.
Why are you down there? Question 100 and oh shit now. Question 1567. What is your favourite hat?
I need to go grab my favorite hat.
Go on then. That's everyone got. Jeff,
Hold on, give me a second.
you're looking as well.
This one.
This one. What's it called?
It's called a hat.
It's called a hat.
Yeah.
This one's my Guy Fieri costume hat.
Has everyone got a hat to hat? I do not have a hat within reach. Why has everyone got a hat within reach?
Well, Jeff always does, so. Jeff's is this Crocodile Dundee hat, which we've all seen before.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Is that a shower cap? Okay.
I'm just gonna take y'all to Flavor Town.
I want to hear Kate's story.
Yeah.
This is, have you never seen Firefly? This is the hat that Jane's mom sent him.
Oh, the one Adam Baldwin wears.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
That's-
It's like in Firefly, man walks down the street in that hat. People know he's not scared of anything.
I like that.
And Deary says Sherlock Holmes hat. Ox says mine is one that says "Go fuck yourself." So many tell me it's rude. Doorknob Head says kangaroo leather Burham hat.
What?
An Aussie hat. Isn't an Aussie hat just a thingy hat with beads? Why is that your favourite, Jenny?
Fuck Jeff is wearing. That's, you know.
Yeah.
You have a collection of hats within reach. You haven't moved. Why is that your favourite?
Keeps me warm in the winter. It helps my ears to not freeze and fall off.
Is that likely?
Well, no, actually, I don't really need it much in winter unless it's like 30 below. Then I wear it.
This keeps me warm in the winter and keeps me cool all the time.
Oh, it bloody does not. Lone sent me a picture of what looks like Soviet hats in 3 different colours, with a pig wearing one. I wish I could share screen. Manda.
I've got one of them somewhere as well.
It is our Ushanka. only it's angels, and it's my favorite only because it brought him so much joy when I got it for him. He had a while where he was super into learning about Russian culture and stuff like that, and he had I gotten that as a surprise for him for Christmas, and he was like so excited, and he wore it for like a week straight. It was very cute. So that's my favorite, I guess, because of him. So.
It gets that cold in Georgia that you need that sort of hat?
No. In Connecticut, maybe, but no, not Georgia.
You'll be.
Oh, I thought that was a pith helmet. I'm sorry.
You're going to have to lean forward and bend down.
Is this Dave?
You can't see a hat.
Stream is too much.
Much better.
Well, you could do that. You hear us?
Okay.
Yes.
Now the story behind it.
What's the story behind the hat?
This hat's made of paper.
Oh, that's the paper hat. That's right. I
Yes,
remember
this hat is
that.
entirely
Okay.
made of paper
Why?
because that's how the Germans made it.
Again,
No,
It's German either, but okay.
no, she's,
I noticed.
she's in the
I know.
UK.
Can I say? I noticed nobody said tin foil hat yet.
Well, that would be your area of expertise, Jeff. If anybody has a tinfoil hat, you mingle with those people enough, maybe you have one of your own.
Plus, we were asked for our favorite hat, not our top 5 favorite hats.
Alpha K1 says, I do like a good colander.
That's just the rest of the show. The next question is, what is your second favorite hat?
It's just all hat questions.
Phoebe's got one. Kate's gone.
I don't need a second favorite hat when I have my Flavortown hat. So
Oh,
Oh,
God,
very nice.
that hurt my teeth when you said that. Oh my God.
Okay, Kate wins. Kate wins.
Also, that hurt putting it on. I think it might be damaged.
Oh.
No.
Right. Should we do the next question?
Dave.
Yes.
You don't get to escape.
I'll go with a big straw hat.
Are you lying, Dave?
No.
Okay. Is there a story behind the straw hat, or is that all you're giving us?
No, I just quite like it.
You look like a bowler.
I've got an image in my
type
head,
guy.
but I'm not sharing that.
Dave, I think you look like a bowler type guy.
Say again? A
A
what?
bowler.
A bowler.
I could see that.
I think that's racist.
Do that and grow a mustache, and you could be like Thompson or Thompson from Tintin.
I think that's racist. Why you didn't want? Wait, I'm sorry. You were afraid today because if Jeff wasn't going to be here, what did you say to me about asking Kate and Bandy to come? What did you say, Dave?
I'm going to be surrounded by fucking Americans.
Who's the racist, Dave?
And
So
what exactly was my
corner.
reason? What exactly was my reason?
They gang up on me.
I am not a fucking American.
But would you fucking American?
Dave, to be fair, the Brits gang up on you as well, so that's no fucking difference,
Yeah.
is it?
This is true. So,
Not wrong. Sandy says he's talking about my big straw hat.
Dave, considering you're just a head and nothing else, couldn't you just fit in a duffel bag? You wouldn't need a hat.
In
Yeah,
fact,
I'll fit in a
8
duffel
heads
bag, but
can
someone's
fit in a
got to carry
duffel
them.
bag.
Is this? You know that?
Hmm?
Did you say 8 heads will fit in a duffel bag?
Yeah.
How do you know?
Just
it
ask
is?
Joe Pesci.
yes, that was a really good movie, actually. I enjoyed it.
You sounded
Stupid.
cultured
I was
there.
It's actually literally been decades since I saw it, but I don't remember it being bad.
What movie?
8 heads in a duffel bag. Joe Pesci.
I've never heard.
I mean, it's Joe Pesci. You can't, hate a Joe Pesci movie.
I mean, I
Come on,
forget when it came out, but it was like, what, mid to late 90s or something?
Yeah, I think it was like 96.
Come on, Joe Pesci, the man George Carlin used to pray to, you know.
Who is Joe Pesci?
You ever
That's
see
the only
Goodfellas?
Little short rude guy who
Ever see Mark
Dave, now you're fucking with us.
No, the only time
no
I've
way
ever
you
heard
don't
Joe
know.
Pesci's name is the Carlin sketch.
Well, he's an actor. He was in like Goodfellas and My Cousin Vinny and Lethal Weapon 2 and 3
Home
and
Alone?
4. What? Oh yeah, Home
Home
Alone.
Alone,
Sure.
Who do you play in Home Alone? I thought it was
One
one
of
of
the
the
first
characters.
the thief
On the
that
first-
wasn't
Played
Daniel
the golden
Stern.
retriever.
I don't know who Daniel Stern is. So
Yeah,
that doesn't
you know who
help. But I can
fucking
go with
Daniel
one of
Stern is and not Joe Pesci? I'm fucking punching you in the dick, Dave.
No, I don't know
Okay,
either of them.
okay. In Home Alone, he was the crook who was short and dumpy rather than tall and thin.
Yeah.
No,
He's the guy
I
in
saw it too
Goodfellas
long
that
ago.
does
I
the whole,
can't even
"Are
get
you
a
laughing
picture.
at me" thing.
Ugh.
Am I a clown to you? That
Yes.
Yeah.
one. There you go.
That doesn't
Raging
help me in the
Bull. Come on,
slightest.
Raging Bull. You not seen that, Dave?
Not that I can remember.
Yeah,
Probably.
He doesn't remember anyway, but
That's
I
the
mean,
problem.
fine. It's fine.
I used to watch lots of films, so I assume most films that people talk about that are older than 15 years I've seen.
You just don't remember
Right,
them.
apparently we'll get the next question. Question 1568. If you saw Santa and nobody believed you, would you tell on them so they didn't get any presents or keep it a secret?
What?
What?
What an awful question, because that's not how the mechanics of Santa works.
Yeah, you don't have to believe in Santa to get the presents. That's the Tooth Fairy.
Also, Santa's about being nice, not being a liar, not believing something.
Wait a minute. I don't,
Is
have, to,
Santa
I don't have to
Jesus
believe in
now?
the Easter Bunny anymore.
Santa is now Jesus.
Santa is apparently hiding in Scotland. And Tusk saw him the other day.
Also,
And
Santa does
July.
not, I swear Santa does not
that
actually
was,
have elves. What Santa
Tusk.
has is gnomes. They're short and they like to tinker. What else could they be?
Right, hold
not
on.
wrong.
Okay, that wasn't Santa. That was Billy Connolly.
He swears it was Santa. He screamed Santa and the person looked up. Okay? He swears it was Santa and he says...
Would
anyone-
you not look if somebody screams Santa in your vicinity?
That's what I said.
Weird.
That's what a crazy
everybody-
Scotsman riding towards you screaming. Doesn't fucking matter what you're screaming. You're going to look up. He says,
And-
not in
and-
Scotland.
Well,
Until
he
everybody
opens, like-
looks up when you call out Santa because we all want to see him.
Well, I mean, like Billy Connolly, I can see mistaking him for Santa until he starts talking, and then forget about it.
What if you were to cross Billy Connolly with Peter Falk?
Oh God.
How
Very
about
bad porn.
Billy Connolly and Peter Sellers? No?
Or Billy Connolly and Peter Sallis?
Wait, what was the fucking question? Something about telling on Santa? I don't
I'm
even
so
remember.
confused.
If
I
you
don't
saw
understand the
Santa-
question.
This is a dumb question, Dave.
See, if
How
I
about
saw
another hack
Santa,
question?
I would
Let's go
definitely
around the
not
horn
go
with yes or no.
telling on other people. What I would do is use the information that Santa exists to get more stuff.
Then you'd end up on the naughty list.
I think this is one of those questions where we should just go yes or no around the
let's
horn.
see, you only have to be on
I
the
think
ninth
so.
list if Santa's going to be giving you toys. But if I know he's
See-
real, I can take a commando squad to the North Pole, take the toys he already has, imprison the gnome army, and make them make all the toys I want.
Wait a minute.
See,
we're-
here's the
Spook-
thing.
wait, wait,
though.
wait.
I lost interest in Santa the second I heard the phrase, he knows when you're sleeping, he knows when you're awake. So, like, I don't want to be on his nice list.
we're
He
supposed
sounds
to
as
get-
creepy as God.
We're supposed to get
They're both creepy. God is also creepy.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Yeah.
To be fair though, Santa only just doesn't bring you presents. He doesn't like fucking send you to hell if you're on the shit list.
But it's still an abusive relationship.
Of course it is.
Yeah.
Wait a
Definitely
minute. Wait a
fucked up
minute.
power dynamic
Santa is supposed to bring us presents and gifts.
I mean, Santa is basically the same idea as God. Parents use it for against their kids to get them to do what the fuck they want.
Precisely.
Yeah.
Probably did it, I'm sure. Actually,
But
no, I
like,
don't think it did.
But also, like, why is there like an old white man standing outside my window watching me sleep?
Why is he
Because
wearing
That's
so
not
much
okay.
Because it's pick that name of town.
See, it's okay because it's a holiday, but like on any other time, that's not okay.
I thought Santa was a Coca-Cola marketing ploy.
No,
I
Santa
don't know, but
was
it's
around
weird.
long before that.
I mean,
Weird
No.
thought. What accent do you suppose Santa has?
Apparently a broad
Midwestern.
Scottish one.
Regionalised.
Well, but I mean, like, if I remember right, the origin of Santa was somewhere in the Netherlands or something, and so I guess Santa would have like a Dutch accent.
No,
We
Santa
have
is
yes,
made
Santa
of
Claus.
various
in
things.
the Netherlands. I don't know if the Santa story came from the Netherlands because we have the whole like other
Well, it's a
Santa
mix.
something or the Father Christmas thing or whatever. I don't.
Father
fucking
Christmas,
know.
Santa, St. Nicholas.
The North Pole is north of Canada,
Something like
not
that, yeah.
Norway.
No, it's
To be,
leaving.
Which
To be
North
fair, if,
Pole? Magnetic, geographic, or true North?
Either.
There's 3.
to be
Isn't
be
True
fair,
North
Santa
just
was-
Canada?
That's the
if
Great
Santa
White
was from the
North.
Netherlands,
St. Nicholas
The
is
thing is,
German.
yeah.
Oh, apparently
I was
he's
gonna
not
say
from
San-
Scotland. He just spends the summer there. Go on, Jeff.
I was going to say if Santa was from Holland, though, I mean, he wouldn't be just called Santa Claus. He'd have some like really fucking long name that no one who speaks English could pronounce.
Listen, if Santa is from the Netherlands, I am pissed off we don't get weed at Christmas.
So am
Yeah.
I.
What about prostitutes?
I feel dropping them out of a sled might come across a bit iffy.
Yeah, porn could be
Just
porn
get
could be
wooden
an
shoes
option,
Yeah.
though.
Yeah.
and slivers.
Do
Santa
you remember,
porn.
like, a whole bunch of Halloweens ago, like a couple of decades ago, people were saying, "Oh my God, don't let your kids eat Halloween candy. People put drugs in it." And I'm like, really? A stoner's going to waste their stash, this expensive stash, on a kid to punk a couple of school kids? I don't think so.
No, not one case of it, I don't think.
I
The
think
two
that
things
this
I have to
question
say
is
to the chat.
bust.
Of course it is. Two things I have to say. Firstly, Spooky, who has been here from the start, said, as in the start of the show, like forever ago, that this is the silliest question ever.
I don't
And
know,
secondly-
silly, but it's dumb as fuck though.
The
Right?
panel
to
agrees
Tusk,
with them.
wait there, to Tusk that wrote this question 20 minutes ago. See what everyone thinks of it.
I'm assuming that was actually since it was at the beginning of the stream about the hats question.
I don't think it's a great
No.
question, but I don't think this is a great question. But this is far from the dumbest question we've ever had on this show.
Thank you. Yeah, I agree fully. You had some fucking stupid questions, Dave. Like,
Right, now I need to ask what was the dumbest question for next time. Write that one down.
Are we just ignoring this question then? We're not
Yes.
answering.
No, well, it's not. You can answer it. Would you tell people if you knew who Santa was?
I know the dumbest question. It was, "Hey, Manda, you want to come on this show?"
No, I wouldn't tell Santa shit. I'd tell Jesus.
Not the dumbest question. It's just that you gave the dumbest answer. We all know.
Can I change this question? Can I just change the question and then it'll be a great question for the group? Who would win? Who would win in an MMA fight? Jesus or
No!
Santa?
You can't change it that much.
Did you say Jesus or Santa?
Santa.
Santa. Santa. Santa.
Oh, fucking
Well,
Chuck Norris,
I
easily.
know that
Santa.
I know that I can kick God's ass. I did it regularly on some of my intros, or rather, my avatar Sandra did. I had an
Avatar
intro
has a
that
name.
looked like something out of Street Fighter 2, and she like totally kicks God's ass. So,
Why is your avatar got a name? It looks like you.
really? Okay. No, she has a name because that's what I named her. I decided she was just going to be a character in this series I was doing called Rational Station. So she's not supposed to be me.
Fair enough. I hadn't twigged that. And I've watched a lot of your
And
videos.
she only looks like me now because of the hair.
Yeah, that's probably it. And I might see her as Arcadia, and that could explain it. Right, do the next question.
My question was good.
What?
My question was good.
Yeah, it was.
See,
And you didn't
here's the-
Yeah, but I need if I do
Yeah.
your question. If I do your question, I have to put it into the thing. And
Can I actually just tell you though, like Santa actually writes to Chuck Norris to ask Chuck Norris what he wants for Christmas.
Uh-huh.
The truth of the question, though, is that Santa could never win because if you knock down Jesus, he'll just get up in a couple of days.
3 days to be precise.
Santa only needs 1 day,
Dave,
36 hours.
Dave,
Yeah.
you didn't answer either question.
Which one? We've had two, and I answered the first one.
Did you? Okay.
He said
Yes.
big straw hat.
Big floppy straw hat.
No. I mean the Santa question or Ben's question.
Ben hasn't asked his question.
Do you want me to ask my question?
No!
I heard the question and I answered, and so
I
did
liked my question.
Phoebe incorrectly, might I add.
And that's why I told my story about kicking God's ass.
Everyone was
so-
talking over during the answer. So we'll do the next question. And we will have Ben's question another day.
Well, no, then you need to answer the fucking Santa question then. Answer at least one of them.
I'm going to say
Santa
yes.
Santa would kick Jesus' ass. 100%.
Yes, Santa would.
Wait a minute.
There would be different weight
Wait a
classes
minute.
starters.
Only if Jesus wasn't allowed to lay on hands and heal himself.
Where did Jesus come into this? I'm
Is
so
that what we're
lost.
talking about? Jesus kicking Santa's ass? I thought we were talking about Jesus fighting Santa. Wasn't that
Yeah.
Sam's
No!
Yeah. That was the
You're
question.
Yes,
allowing
yes.
us to answer that question right now. So
I'm taking over Dave's job.
We now have Angus Deaton. Now got Angus Deaton.
Okay, we
going to-
totally need another exercise ball to pop just to make this the perfect stream ever.
We're going to the next question.
Okay.
Then hurry up!
bitch. You drove Ben off. Great job, Dave. Great job.
Don't leave
And
Ben.
Phoebe.
Good now.
Question.
We're doing now. I'm cool with that.
Everyone's gone. Right, question 1569. Would you rather watch people getting frisky or have others watch you?
Neither.
That depends entirely on who these people are.
I mean, we all watch. Are you mean like in person? Because like, don't we all watch
Yes.
porn?
No, we're
And
talking
how
about in
frisky is
person.
Frisky.
Oh,
Say again?
How frisky is frisky?
Very frisky.
Okay, are we talking X-rated here?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna stand by my answer. It 100% depends on who the other people are.
Right, you don't know. They're a stranger.
Then I'd rather watch the stranger.
I'm gonna.
You'd rather watch the stranger. Donald Ped says, I like to watch.
Oh, I see.
And Deary says, me watch. But I didn't see what Uhan's answer was.
Could you
That's
repeat
just-
the question, please, Dave?
2 seconds. Tess says, can the people I watch be me and someone else? No.
Oh.
And Sandy says, who are the others? Strangers. Right. The question was, would you rather watch people get frisky or have others watch you?
I have been paid professionally for the latter.
Chauncey Gardner likes to watch.
That doesn't mean that that's what you prefer.
I prefer my bank balance to get bigger.
You just prefer to get paid. Cryptomeria says, I prefer watching.
Do I get paid if they watch me?
Not necessarily, no. I don't know where that's just something that Phoebe apparently gets.
He's a pro.
You know what's kind of funny? I mean, I've rollerbladed naked in multiple parades, but I'd rather watch other people have sex. Like, I don't mind being naked in public, but I'd rather not be having sex in public. Is that weird?
I have a question for you then. Would it
Yeah.
make any difference if you were painted up like that?
No. Sex. Well, look, I'm demisexual, so really I only have sex when I'm in love anyway. And so, like, having strangers watch that, it just doesn't seem right. I don't know. I mean, if there were people I knew and trusted to share the experience in ways that were, I don't want to say wholesome, but, you know, like that were on my side, I guess, where they're like supporting me and the people I'm with, and they're okay with it, and it's a good thing that we're sharing this situation. Fine, but strangers, no.
Fair enough. Wait there. Spooky
Would
says
you,
this is a prelude to Dave's dogging parties. Go on, Jeff.
I said, what? Yeah. Can I say if I had no idea I was being watched, does that count?
No. You'll have to be. The whole point of the question is you're very conscious of what's going on, regardless. Whether you're watching.
Obviously, Obviously, I'm probably like the only person here that does not watch fucking porn, because why? I don't get it. But I'd probably marginally prefer to actually sit and watch the fucking porno than have other people watching me.
Fair enough.
If I'm going to answer honestly.
No, it's a good answer. Nerdy says, "Can I watch myself in a mirror?" No. Natasha, the Fluffy Bunny, says, "Watch me." Uhan says, "Watch me." Sandy says, "I'll watch them maybe, or close my eyes and turn away." I've got good at that. RJC says, "I hate being looked at." Well,
Do I get to pick who I'm watching?
no.
Me.
Then absolutely not.
You know what?
Good.
Thinking
I wouldn't
about
want
it,
you watching me.
if the problem of self-consciousness, not of the having sex or the nudity, but rather of expertise or technique, were removed, I'd be a lot more okay with it too. I don't mind people seeing me naked and getting filthy. I just don't want it judged or rated or graded. You know?
You don't want a round of applause at the end.
I mean, I'll be okay with that, just not boos and hisses, please.
What about whooping?
What?
What about whooping? Whoop, 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 whoop.
I hated that even when they did it in music.
See, I'm trans and I hate my body, so.
How about stuffing dollars in your shirts? Well, you wouldn't be wearing shirts, would you? Well, in your crack, putting dollars in your crack then. Or $50.
The algorithm.
You do it when you swipe a credit card in the ass.
Going for 2 seconds.
What?
How are we allowed to ask this question, but I'm not allowed to ask my Jesus question?
Because it hasn't got a number, and I can't cut it up without a number. Lone Wanderer says, "I'd rather watch less work for my snatch, and that way I can figure out if my sex is normal." Fair enough. And Doorknob says, "New twist: the two people are your mum and dad. Enjoy your devil's wish."
Somebody tell God he's a fucking
Yeah, I've already seen that, so that's no big deal.
Kick Doorknob head, please.
Kick Doorknob head.
The algorithm's going to hate us tonight.
Then Lone Wanderer says, "I have a lot of Kate's pictures."
Well, it's not like those pictures from those parades aren't all over the internet already.
To be fair, you did link to them.
Yes.
Yeah.
The only time I've ever
well, my point is, I'm not exactly objecting now, am I?
the only time I've ever seen them, Kate, is when you shared them with me.
Yes.
So. Just saying. Not that I'm complaining at all, but I wouldn't have found them otherwise.
Noxum says, I thought the makeup was, do you call it makeup? Body paint. was
Usually just like paint. Like, not even body paint, just paint.
What if the couple you had to watch was Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton?
And Hillary Clinton. I think they'd be stabbing each other before the end.
Quite frankly, I'd change
doubt it.
my original answer and have sex in front of those two rather than watch that getting it on.
I would probably still watch the shit show and just like have a therapy session.
Actually, wait a minute. Can I record it and put it online?
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking.
All the
Because I
I
guarantee you that there are people who would pay a lot of money for me to not put it online. And I don't mean bribing Donald Trump or Hillary. I mean, there's a lot of people saying don't pollute the internet with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably one of them.
It might almost be worth it just to hear Hillary say Bill's one's a lot bigger than yours.
No, still wouldn't be worth it to me.
All I can say to you, Bionic, is that the one man who would pay you top dollar not to put it on the internet is David Pecker.
I don't know who that is.
Is that the
He's
guy
the
that made that movie about with Edward Furlong?
No, David Pecker is the editor-in-chief of National Enquirer magazine.
Oh, I do know who that guy is.
I thought he was a soccer player.
Right.
Michael Jackson plays soccer.
Michael Jackson's dead.
No, there is a Michael Jackson who plays in the English Football League.
Yep.
So Michael Jackson plays soccer.
I remember hearing about a guy named Michael Rowe who tried to start a software company called Mike Rowe Soft and kind of got himself a little bit sued for it. But I'm like, it's his name. What can you do?
But it wasn't his name. He was appropriating the word soft on the end.
No,
If he had changed his name to Mike Rowe Soft, and had hyphenated it, he would have got away with it.
Well, he
It's
was
like
an old,
how
he was an older guy, so he was just describing his penis.
I thought it was a high school kid, but okay.
Well, I can be too.
he hasn't reached
High school
puberty
kids are
yet.
hard all the time.
Right, who hasn't answered this question?
Who cares?
Everyone. Jenny, what's your answer?
I don't really have one. I wouldn't want to watch anybody, and I wouldn't want anybody to watch me.
Or
Sex
which would
is-
you hate? Which would you hate the least?
Sex is dirty and filthy, and it shouldn't be on public display.
Only good sex.
Oh. I wouldn't want anyone to watch me ever.
So you would go for watching someone.
I even make my partner wear a blindfold.
Oh God, Ox has found fucking Clinton Trump.
I answered the question.
What was your
damn it,
answer? My
Ox.
bad.
Watch.
Watch. Manda?
Same.
Fair enough. Right, next question.
And did you answer?
No?
Are you going to?
You are not
No.
exempt.
Nobody wants to watch Dave. Move on.
Dave.
Can we switch halfway through?
No.
Why not?
So both?
Sure, why not?
Okay.
Worst of
Hold on,
both
if you're
worlds.
allowed to have both, why am I not allowed to have neither?
Because it's his fucking show, that's why.
You know, maybe it's just me.
True.
But if you didn't know there was an exercise ball, all that bouncing up and down could be a little suspicious.
Louis, see how I go.
Dave, move on to
Yeah.
the next
We've all-
question, please.
Ben didn't last long on his.
Yeah, because I put it on top of my chair so that you could all see it, and it's not comfortable to do that. It's too small to like have on
Yeah.
the floor.
I did that once for Dave, and I was drunk too. So
It's a
that
little
was
baby
fun.
one. You
Yeah,
wouldn't be
to
able to
sit
see
on
me
it, to
this.
sit on it, you need a huge one.
Yeah.
Not
Fallen.
The euphemisms are endless.
Yeah. It was after one of
it
the
is much better to sit on a big one.
Dave, move on with your quiz show.
I'm trying. Right.
Left.
What? No. Shh. Question 1570. What's the worst tagline you can think of for a brand that sells wart removal cream? I have high expectations of Kate.
Let's ask the doctor first.
What?
So let's ask the doctor first.
I need to think of an answer for this one.
There.
Warning,
Manda.
do not
I'm
use,
not creative. Don't fucking ask me this bullshit. Come on.
Sorry, go on, Jenny.
warning, do not use near penis.
Oh, there could be some kind of like the size of Trump's dick joke in it somewhere.
Noxum
Remove.
says blastwort. Yandiri says get your toads off.
Basically that, yeah.
Phoebe.
My brain is currently whirring. So please come back to me. It's the quietest I've ever been on this show.
I guess the problem is I'm actually coming up with ones that might be worth actually having as a tagline, like export the wart or something. I don't know. but I'm trying to come up with bad ones.
Uhan says no, it's not an STD.
Trouble is,
Roger.
Bazooka the Veruca has already been used, so
Spooky says water way to go.
Oh God.
I like that.
Doorknob says he's never removed the cream before. He won't start now. Crevice cream. Go on.
Wart is hell.
Oh God.
Tusk says warts. They grow on you. Duxham says don't be ugly, get it off. Lone says don't be a worry, wart. We kill all sorts.
Is this the end of the waltz as we know it?
Wart not, want not.
Ben, hurry up so we can move on.
Okay. Just stupidest one I have is what'll you do
Tired
when
of
it's gone?
Ward in peace. I don't know.
On with the warts.
Right.
No.
Now we're just
Toe
doing
the
films.
line. I don't know.
Dave.
Yeah.
How about tired of looking like a member of Motorhead?
Dave.
Yes.
Everybody else has answered.
I've got no clue whatsoever. Absolutely none.
God. Oh, you make me so fucking mad sometimes.
Now, this cream can be found in the Montgomery Wart catalog, right?
Yeah. Natasha says Wart War Z. Noxum says the making of Wart Saw Pact. Uhan says Lemmy is God. Tusk says never make another rash decision. Uhan says because no one likes awkward, unexplained bumps. In
Lock,
life.
stock, and two smoking warts.
Oh, that might be my favorite. Shut up, Ox. Do not fucking sully that name with fucking warts. Go fuck yourself. Okay.
Wart's my
Fuck
foot.
yourself.
I don't know.
Ox, oh, I see. Ox, just come to me. Ox says Star Warts. May the bump be with you.
Yeah, why did you read it, Dave?
Because I hadn't seen it when you said that, so it hadn't twigged. Sandy says Creator Crater. Noxum says Wart Remover, the new Wartworths. I do like oxes. I really do.
We're waiting on you, Dave.
Oh, Dave. Shut the fuck up, Dave.
We're going to the next question.
You're not going to answer?
I haven't
You're
got
not
an
gonna even
answer.
try?
Put the cart before the hort. I don't know.
Mall wart, a blemish in any city.
This is how you wart off evil.
See, everybody can do it but you, Dave.
Yes.
Yeah. Send us your show.
Fine. Fucking go to the next one.
No, I've got nothing.
I'll let this
I
one
can't-
go because I didn't actually answer it either. So,
I didn't think you did, but
but I can get away with that
Daves.
shit because I have.
because I forget.
Dave,
Yeah.
how about Dave? How about water as used by Kent Hovind?
What? Right. Sandy, may the wart be with you. So it's not really work as a tagline. No, that's probably a bad one. Right. Next question. Question 1571. Would you be ready to fight for your country in a war?
Done that.
No.
Seeing as I'm in the army, I kind of had to say yes to that.
But are you ready? You might have agreed
Define
to it.
R and define you.
It depends
I mean-
100% on what the conflict is. There might be something where it's like, oh, we're going to war. And I'm like, fuck that. I can't support that.
Also, define country.
The place where you would live.
The tree going out of your,
You have to
growing
be
out of your
careful there.
snatch.
I came with different options to go
The
with.
tree growing out of your snatch. It's a country.
Oh my god.
At my age, only Donald Trump comes along.
Just wait. I have to. Don't matter. I am never thwarted.
You people.
I'm broken.
My country, 'tis of the enemy.
No country
The
for old men.
land of shrubbery, of tree I sing. Anyway,
No country for old men now.
Now. What was the fucking question? I don't remember.
Are you prepared? Are you ready
Oh,
to fight
I
in a
said
war
no,
for your
I'm
country?
out. No.
No, you're out.
Absolutely not.
Yeah, you burst out laughing and said no. Does anyone need any oxygen?
Please go get your inhaler.
She's
no.
going
Go
purple.
get your inhaler, please.
They're growing them on trees now.
That ends the show. We can't do any more.
End it there.
You already answered.
Who gives a toss anymore?
That's the highlight of the entire episode right there.
I can't believe I'm the only one who thought that ever. Wow, okay.
Well, all I can say is there's no country for old men.
I'm sure you're not the only one ever, but it just. Sorry, no.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. I can't believe it took everyone by surprise is all.
There is a lot of countries for old men.
What?
No country for old Ben.
No country for old Ben.
Wait, who said Ben?
Yes, she did. Yes, Jenny did.
I shouldn't have to bring this up, but I am a pre-op trans man.
So here's a question. If you get the bottom surgery, is that an unboxing?
Is that a what?
An unboxing.
Unboxing.
All I can say is all the trans people in this stream are broken, and there must be a first.
So much for Phoebe's kinks. This show is now brought to you by Kate's cunt jokes, I guess. So
This show brought to you by Kate and Country Life.
I hope someone's clipping this out. I really hope somebody's clipping this out.
Start.
If you're not, I'm gonna do it later. I'm gonna make a clip of that.
That's an unboxing as much as mine is for episiotomy.
Yeah.
Are you monetized?
I thought it was a lop it off for me, but
Not anymore.
The streams normally stay monetized because we have the 5 minutes at the start. The individual episodes, the individual questions, not a chance in hell. Most of them.
is that why you do that?
Yeah, 5 minutes at the start.
Mm-hmm.
I do advise every content creator we talk to. Not one of my episodes has been demonetized, but lots of the questions are.
Brilliant, Dave.
That's why I spend a few minutes at the beginning of my interviews just talking nonsense, so that the 5 minutes then passes, and then in the interview we can say whatever they like.
Actually, that gives me a little bit of hope. There's a scene in my animation that involves a naked alien chick. She has the full Barbie doll. There's no, external really. But I don't know if that'll be okay on YouTube.
His animation should be fine. The issue you've got is whether or not you want to flag it as being over 13 or over 18. It depends what rating you want to go for.
I don't know why Naked Alien Chick was so funny, but all right.
Yeah.
Naked Alien Chick and her country.
I'm not sure if Phoebe and I were the only one that caught that, Dave, but yeah, thanks.
I don't know. I'm just thinking, country roads take me home. Anyway.
I'm broken. I
Oh
can't.
dear.
Can we
All I
just
can say
this
is Johnny
question
Rotten
sucks. Can we
and
move on to the
Country
next
Life
one?
Butter.
Aye.
I forgot what the question was, which is bad.
Move on! Move on!
Yeah,
Move on.
There is a mix of people in the chat, yes and no's.
I won't ask you. I won't force you to answer this question if we can move on right now. How about that?
I'm quite happy to answer this question. I like yes/no answers. I can work those ones out.
Right.
Fine, we'll go to the next question. Question 1572. What is the most obvious lie you have ever been told?
This stream was sanitized.
No one would say that.
You did! You were trying to get me on!
I would never say any such thing.
Lie.
Well, yes, that was
Panda.
decaf. I don't know.
Obvious lie, Dave.
Say again?
Basically anything you've ever said to me. Other than great tits. No, I'm sorry, magnificent. I'll buy that one.
Oh, Dave,
Magnificent.
I'll just say there was something about extra funding for the NHS that was on the side of a bus a few years ago.
That was pretty big and it was pretty obvious.
Yeah.
Anything Donald Trump's ever said?
Yeah.
I should say, there won't be a border between Northern Ireland and England.
Yeah, mine would have to be anytime someone has said, Ben, your dad jokes are funny.
I need to thank Uhan for a super chat that says, I was told there was going to be a dance once, is my answer. There will be a dance, I promise. I should have worn my dungarees today.
Stop calling them that, for fuck's sake.
They're dungarees.
No,
What the hell else are you going to call them?
jeans.
Yeah, jeans.
Dungarees.
Dungarees sounds like you
Jeans
shat
go-
yourself.
Jeans go to the waist.
Bib overalls.
No, overalls have got arms.
No, they don't. No, you're thinking
they
of
do.
coveralls.
Yeah.
Props.
Are we having this
They go-
debate again?
Apparently so.
What?
Dave, come on. We know the American can't English, all right? Let's just move on from that bit.
Phoebe!
You guys just can't modernize. Stuck a couple
Valid.
years back.
Valid. Yeah.
So we can modernise, spelt with an S like it's supposed to, by the way.
Well,
Yeah,
modernising
and probably an
aluminium.
extra U in there somewhere just for good
I
measure.
know. What the fuck is that about, you guys?
Oh, we just
As I
added them
said-
to words now. Just for the hell of it.
We'll modernise our neighbours with aluminium.
No.
Oh, by the way,
Wait, Ox!
the
No!
breakfast cereal I'm eating for this morning, it has fiber, not fibra.
No. Wait,
Right.
wait, Ox. They are fucking biscuits. A cookie is a type of biscuit.
No,
Sorry.
a
I feel very
biscuit
strongly
is not
Oh,
sweet. A biscuit
where
is
is Badger
gravy.
when we need him?
Light you on fire for calling them
Bullshit.
biscuits.
Brits are dumb. Okay, I'm sorry.
Oi!
Anything wrong.
Man,
Tusk,
you're stoned, and I'm wearing
Let me just say this.
Studio.
Let me just offer this. There's a reason we left you.
Yes.
Yeah.
go.
No, you what
Yeah,
you're
there's a
saying
reason
is
we
there's a
don't want you
reason.
back.
Yeah. You
There's
left
a
us
reason we
because
let
you'd
you
never-
leave.
You'd never passed
I know.
Oh, yeah, because we were throwing
They
your
let-
tea in the harbor on
They
The
let-
city
they-
military
mission.
history, you
You
did
left.
not let us
You
leave.
left us because none of you would get past the fucking GCSE in English. That's why.
Dave, I would like you to tell everybody what Angel said about you the other day.
I can't remember. I can remember what I said at the end of the conversation.
He said, imagining once conquering a third of the world and only to end up with a small piece of land the size of Rhode Island.
Oof. Oof.
Hey, it's the same size as Michigan, damn it.
Whatever. It's so bad.
Whatever. Oh.
It's okay if you keep the Falklands.
Yeah, but hands off the Principality of Sealand, damn it.
Excuse me, the
It's gonna
Principality
fall
of
into the
Sealand
sea.
is slowly decaying into the sea.
Wait, but Kate is, aren't you royalty? Yeah,
Well,
she-
nobility, but yes.
Same thing. I don't know.
It's not actually, but all right.
Right there, I got
You
a
do
super chat.
We're
realise
Americans. You're supposed to go with that. The monarchy is crazy stuff.
Okay,
Come on.
but now I have a noble rank and I have to know these things.
That's usually how it works.
Hey, you
My
do
bad.
realise in the UK holding Sealand citizenship is illegal.
Guess where I'm not?
Guess who was a famous citizen of Sealand? The man who murdered Gianni Versace.
Okay.
Okay.
So therefore, all people from Sealand must be murderers. They said about trans people. One trans
Okay,
person,
well,
they're all
if-
bad. One
if we
Sealand
mu-
citizen, they're all bad.
Okay, well, if
well,
we from Sealand must be
right,
murderers,
or
why are you
they're all
pissing me off?
Because you're in
I'm
another
a
country.
murderer too.
Because where are you again, Kate?
Well, okay, but I have connections to Sicily and they're a heck of a lot closer.
Omerta!
Right,
Is that
I need to do
where
a
all the-
super chat.
Wait, is that where all the cis people come from?
Yes.
I
And all the
didn't
trans
think of
people
it
from
that way, but
Transylvania.
perhaps.
Yes. Uhan says, Ox, super chat for 199, thank you very much. Ox says, right, cookies, not biscuits, for the record. He's not right, though. Can't make me say things. I've totally lost track of the chat. Tusk says, the area is secure. About 5 minutes before he got shot. And
Area
Perp says,
51.
why would he get shot in Area 51?
clearly don't know what Area 51 is then.
Yeah, do
Yeah.
you not know, Dave?
Yeah, but it's just
Maybe
it's
shot
relatively
for
safe there.
trespassing, but
You don't get shot there.
Yeah, you
if you're
do.
trespassing,
do.
you might.
Yeah.
Oh, fair enough. I mean, he's in the military. He was doing from that perspective. Fair
Hey,
enough.
Brian.
Trump is a godly man. Which is pretty good lie.
I mean, you know what? Given how much of a pain in the ass the church is, maybe he is.
Yeah, it's possible.
No.
What's the question
not.
again?
Who cares?
Phoebe,
Who gives a shit? Who gives a shit?
there could only be one of us on this show, love. So,
Amanda, I'm the British version of you.
okay, I'll take
Are we
it. I'll
still
take
on
it.
whether you'd fight in a war, or did we go to a different question?
I don't know.
Totally
Right.
different
What is the
fucking
most
question.
obvious lie you've ever been
Oh,
told?
that
That one.
right.
I know that one.
That one.
This won't hurt a bit.
It slipped.
It was like that when I got here.
Oh, I could do the typical kid one. When the daughter runs into the room and goes, "You don't need to worry about the dog."
Yeah, I'm trying to think of something outrageous Angels probably said to me. I don't know. Oh, when he came
Right.
home all covered in holes, and he was just like, "Oh, I just had a little accident," so I didn't do anything. Didn't look at him close enough, and waited like till the next morning to have to stitch him up. So,
Or
Just a little accident.
when somebody comes to the emergency department with something up their ass and they tell you they fell on it.
Oh yeah, that's good.
I was vacuuming naked at my house, and I fell down, and
I fell on this Darth Vader action figure.
I fell on this hamster cage.
Dave,
Yeah.
Dave, the best answer to this question: 2 simple words, 3 letters. I do.
hey Ben, one of the times that I worked rotation in the ER, 6-inch summer sausage.
Those are Nick.
Just,
Jesus.
I mean,
Was it frozen?
Was
Oh,
it? Yeah, was it
God.
frozen?
was it still in the wrapper?
I mean,
I mean,
technically-
I'm just picturing like something you stuff up an orifice should probably not have been meat before.
I think lots of. No, I'm just right. There's a super chat from Uhan.
most obvious statement ever. Like formerly me.
What is the show? What did I sign up for?
You're on a stream with
Oh, like you
myself
didn't know.
and Amanda.
Like you
You
didn't
knew
know.
exactly what you were signing up for.
Yeah.
And I have no
super chat.
filter. If I was one of the Golden Girls, I'd be Sophia.
Fair enough.
Give that, Sophia.
Uhan said super chat for $1.99. My name is Dave, and they are in fact cookies. No, they're not.
Uhan, you didn't have to super chat just to answer this question.
Yeah, Dave
doing
pays
it-
more attention to the chat than he does the people on the panel, if you haven't noticed.
I have
Gotta be
skipped over
fair.
so much chat today.
Question for
I
Kate.
don't know why there's like
You were one of
20
the-
people here.
To be
Question for
fair,
Kate.
to be fair though, Amanda, the people in the chat actually do answer the fucking questions, and we
Yes,
don't.
Amanda.
Question for Kate. If you were one of the Gilmore Girls, who would you be?
Who the hell are the
Never
Gilmore
saw it.
Girls?
I mean, I've seen the title on one of my streaming services, but I've never watched it. I don't even really know what it's about. Although probably girls in Gilmore.
Isn't that
Basically.
the one that Lauren, what's her name, is in? I'd be her.
Right.
Do you answer,
I think-
Dave?
yes.
Dave, which one of the Brady Bunch would you be?
No. How is yes a fucking answer?
I've
Pen or
answered.
teller?
I've answered
Oh,
lots.
okay. Sorry.
Right. Next
Dave,
question.
Pen or teller?
What? Penn or teller?
or teller?
No.
Not an
super
acceptable answer.
A super chat from Uhan for $1.99. Super chats are far more irritating.
And lucrative.
Right, the next question. Where time are we at? Why is it taking so long to get through so few questions?
Because they've been shit.
You brought on the panel today, Dave. What did you think was going to happen? For fuck's sake. It matters.
Right.
We end when we end.
You've got
Question.
Manda, British Manda, and Ben. Of course it was going to be a shit show.
Okay.
Rush.
It ain't shy.
Shut up!
Fuck you. Shut up.
Let me read the fucking question.
I am better, Dave. This is my show, bitch. Go ahead.
Question 1573. What did you see that you definitely weren't supposed to see?
This stream.
You haven't seen this stream yet.
I'm on it. On a more serious note, the documentary Death in the West. You're not supposed to be able to find that anywhere, but I have seen a copy of the anti-smoking documentary from the 1970s about the Marlborough cowboy men who were all dying, and Marlborough tried their very best to buy up all the copies and then sued the British distributor out of existence. So, yes, the documentary Death in the West is something that I am definitely not supposed to have seen.
Very good. Tusk says Santa.
Shut the fuck up, Tusk. My God.
Lone Wanderer says, I saw a man getting abducted.
Jesus.
Why did
Nerdy
you
said-
step in?
Nerdy says, I definitely wasn't supposed to see Dave's bouncing on his ball as it exploded. Lone says, I saw my teacher's penis.
Jesus fucking Christ, Lone.
What the hell?
And this is like your gym teacher, and they just had their shorts right.
I've got to assume, I hope that's what it was. Sandy says, too many things to say. Uhan says, Mickey Mouse without his head on at Disney World. Doorknobhead says, 70-year-old mum and dad banging one out. At least I hope I wasn't supposed to see that. I'd imagine so.
I always need to scrub my brain when he talks. God.
Ox says, all I'll say is it was green being worn by an Irish man on a live stream. That was pretty traumatic.
Oh.
He's threatening to do it again.
Oh, you wait till you see what I've bought him this year. I hope he's gone. You thought that was bad. This year's worse. And he doesn't know yet. Kate.
I can't think of anything. I really can't.
Jenny?
I mean, okay, 2 girls, 1 cup.
It's not that you weren't meant to see that. You just shouldn't.
Well, that's the closest I can get.
That might get me demonetized anywhere in the stream.
They're dead, so I can say my mom and dad having oral sex.
Gross.
And Dad was on his knees, so.
I always find it very disturbing when I've given a sensible answer that was quite sanitary, and everyone else is in the gutter. There's something wrong with this picture.
Natasha says...
life.
I thought it blew.
Natasha says, for €229, watch 30% go to YouTube. I think that was to Uhan. Nerdy says, Goatsy. Again, it's not that you weren't supposed to see it. You just shouldn't have done. Tusk said, I once saw my GP on a nudist beach in Spain. That was awkward. Oh, Lone says, he was peeing with the door open and I came round the corner. He saw me and didn't close the door. He left the school shortly after. Geo-Sam says, a stack of Christmas gifts hidden in the basement.
I've been trying to think of anything that was like information. Like I looked at a document rather than saw someone who was in less clothing than they intended.
Yeah.
Mine's just depressing.
Then say it. It'll lift this mood.
Okay.
Yeah, the bucket of baby brains at the morgue.
Oh, that's lovely.
Yeah.
Were you not meant to see that?
Yeah.
No, I mean, I'm
Well-
assuming you would sing it eventually.
Was it not meant to be there?
Well, it was meant to be there, and like we were getting it because we were there to watch the autopsy.
Why would
And
they have a whole bucket worth? I mean, that takes a long time
Evidence.
to accumulate a bucket's worth of baby brains. Where do they all come
yeah, it's because anytime there's a suspected homicide, they have to save it for forever. So, and babies, they always have to investigate for homicide because it's a baby. So,
But they don't need the brains?
I didn't know that.
And now the
Yeah, I mean,
brains
I don't know,
kept in,
like-
formaldehyde or something.
yeah, it's in a bucket in the freezer in the morgue
Couldn't
They will
they,
be
at the
individually
coroner's
labeled.
office.
couldn't they,
Maybe
like,
it was just the coroner's snack.
You see, I had this idea that it was just like on the floor, like.
No, it was on a shelf in the freezer in the morgue.
All I can say is this story, little bits of it drip out on different streams across the internet. Little bit here, little bit there, little
Yeah,
bit more.
there's
And
actually-
my brain will get the whole picture.
There's a big,
Always
it's
that
a
way.
huge story. It's a huge story of that day that I shadowed the medical examiner, and maybe someday I'll tell the entire story in one stream so you get the whole thing, but
Will it be a traumatizing stream?
Yes.
it's a very traumatizing story, so yes.
You can come on my channel and talk about it if you want.
I'd be down to talk about it.
Amanda, when am I coming on your stream? We keep saying this.
Yeah. Ask Uhan. It's hoping this weekend.
was anybody naked and fell down at home?
But that
Are
would
you
be
asking me if I've seen that?
Or is that a statement?
Manda.
probably a picture on my son's phone.
Oh no.
I've seen.
Jeff?
Anytime I've gone on WikiLeaks.
Dave.
Look at me for. Noxum says, once a customer was at a till and they just showed me
Fucking
porn
cunt.
on their
Somebody
phone.
make an answer. I gotta.
What?
Somebody
make
make
an
a
answer.
fucking answer.
I will go with probably fixing someone's computer and photos of their wife. I don't know why people don't hide those things. Nobody says I once saw a picture of Matt Hancock no one was meant to see. Was that just because it was Matt Hancock?
Who's Matt Hancock?
You don't want to know.
Then why'd I ask?
Because you don't know that you don't want to know.
Oh,
Yeah.
so it's
It's
sort
one
of
of
a
those
Dunning-Kruger
unknown
thing.
unknowns.
Okay.
It's an
Yes.
unknown.
Should we go with that one or should we go with another one? No, we won't. Right.
Penultimate question.
The penultimate question. I just don't like if I like it as a penultimate question, but we'll go with
Cares.
it. Question 1574. What do you consider is your greatest sexual achievement?
Professional pornography.
Getting laid at all.
Read that again. I couldn't hear.
What do you consider is your greatest sexual achievement?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna tell that.
Jenny?
None of your damn business.
Uhan says triple digits. Noxum says 69er. Natasha says not answering in this public chat. Ox says never getting it in my own eye. Nerdy says lasting longer than 4 seconds once. Good times. Purple says if I told you, you would not believe me. Tusk says I masturbated in a German tank in a museum.
Oh my god.
Sandy says, living through my 20s in San Francisco in the 80s and not catching anything deadly.
I guess all I'm gonna say is starting testosterone.
High five, Ben.
Yeah.
Very much so. Dawn of Head says, no, he doesn't. GeoSam says, trust me, you don't want to know. Hey.
I was thinking about it, and actually, I think I was a little bit inspired by Ben's answer, and I want to say when I figured out the whole demisexual thing. Because I'd been wondering why I just didn't get turned on like other people seem to, but I remember getting turned on while in relationships. So after a while, I started putting it together, and I was like, okay, I'm not ace, I'm demisexual. That was a good moment in my life. I don't know what to tell you. I mean, I'm sure someone's asking me like, oh, did you do a 69? Why, no, I did like an 83 or something, with like multiple partners. I don't have that to tell you. The best I can do is there was once we did it in an abandoned fire watchtower, like forest fire watchtower.
Well, that seems quite cool.
Oh, geez,
Yeah, but other than that, I got nothing.
Watchtower?
What?
Say again?
Not a Jehovah's Witness watchtower?
I don't think we
That would be an accomplishment. That would be an accomplishment, though.
That would be interesting. I wonder if
about
there's
that.
someone out there like determined to have sex in every place of worship they can find just to screw with the religious people.
There's an
You know,
only
if you-
bard for
if you
that.
put together a tour like that, I bet you could make a lot of money.
As I say, there's an only bards for that.
Noxum says, I masturbated while driving. Happy ending, took forever. See, this is why there's no safety on the roads. Nerdy says, well, actually, there was this one time at band camp. And then he says, I kissed a girl and I liked it. Amanda!
I don't have anything.
You could have been really mushy about your son and said the night that my son came into existence.
That's hardly a sexual
because
achievement.
then I'd have to think about it like biological father. That's just fucking wrong.
You don't even want to say the first. You don't even want to say the first time you've successfully performed the rolling motion.
I figured Nerdy would answer that for me, so I guess like the first time I slept with a woman, because that was when it finally dawned on me that I also liked sleeping with women. So that was an achievement, I guess.
Wait, you didn't realise that until then?
No, I did. Well, I realized that I was attracted to women. Like, I kind of knew it, but I never like was like, oh, there's a thing for this. I like both. So
Pennies dropping.
Sort of you. Yeah, well, no, I don't want to put words in your mouth, but oh boy.
Go on, we're happy to.
No, I'm not going to.
Ox says, the Holy Poking Tour 2022, 100 days, 100 fucks in 100 churches.
that's horrifying.
I'm waiting for someone to say country.
What? having
Raw
sex-
country. That's all you're getting is raw country.
Take me home. Jenny.
Sweet home Alabama.
Mine is if the comment would be having sex with a human being. I don't know.
With what?
anyone.
Oh, okay.
I just looked at Tusk's comment. I don't know
Don't!
if I believe it.
Don't!
What is wrong with you? Stop!
Is that so funny?
No!
I had anal sex with a Mormon while watching a Harry Potter film.
Okay, that was good.
Okay, I'd be a lot more impressed if it was a Twilight film instead.
Why?
Well, I'd be more impressed if
Isn't
it was
that
50 Shades of
isn't-
Grey.
Isn't Twilight like based on Mormon crap?
Is it?
I
think
think
so.
she was Mormon or something. I don't
Yeah,
know.
something like that. But I mean, okay, fine. How about Battlestar Galactica then?
Well, if you're going to Twilight, you have to go to Twilight fanfic, which is 50 Shades of Grey.
What the? Ugh. All that shit's terrible.
Well, then there's the Star Trek fanfic, 50 Shades of Earl Grey. It's hot.
Shall we move on, Dave?
Yes.
Today's stream is too much.
Move on.
I don't even remember what the fucking question was. Answer the
Good,
question.
you don't want to know.
Good. We need the last question.
You answer.
I already did.
Okay, then go.
Right.
Wait, what question is this?
This is going to be question 1,575.
But in terms of no.
The last question. We've had the penultimate. That was the penultimate.
You didn't say it though.
You weren't
he did.
here.
He has missed the penultimate 3 weeks. in
Did
a
you
row
say
now.
it then?
No, I said
Yes, he
it.
did.
Fired.
I
And
said
I
it.
said it.
Somebody loves me. It's nice to
Let
know.
me read the last fucking question.
Fuck off, Dave. Stop whining.
Right. Question 1,575. Would you rather have the ability to turn your head through 360 degrees or be able to levitate cats?
360
Definitely the
degrees.
second one.
It's not
Definitely the
realistic.
second one.
I mean, I can see how the head thing would be useful at times, but I gotta levitate cats too.
Yeah, but 270 degrees is more than enough.
So you're happy with what you can do already?
I'm levitating cats.
People call it all.
Let's
I
put
mean,
it this
if nothing
way.
else, go on.
Let's put it this way: the theory that cats always land on their feet is going to be put to the test.
Well, and also what I'll do is I'll get a whole bunch of cats and get some of those harnesses you use to walk them and then tie them all down to like a board with those harnesses and then stand on the board and levitate the cats, thus levitating the board and me, and now I've got a hoverboard.
See, I was just imagining like going down the street with like this horde of cats levitating behind you, and like maybe even going to a church or something and being like, I don't know, freaking people out with your witchcraft.
This stream is going to be so removed.
Twice removed.
Oh, yeah. Are you kidding me?
Sandy says, would I be able to levitate objects the size of a cat? No, just cats. Ivan says, define cat. A cat.
Well, no,
Well, no, I
Yes,
mean, just tabbies and Siameses, or can we levitate like lions and tigers and shit too?
Are we going
You
felis
could just-
catus?
Just a cat. A fucking house
But
cat.
you're not specifying what the fuck. You mean like a house cat?
Yes.
You mean
You mean
like
felis catus?
a wild African cat? You mean like a jaguar? Like specify.
Jaguar?
What?
Semi-tame
Jaguar.
cats.
A jaguar,
Jaguar.
yeah.
Jaguar.
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 What's the fucking
Jaguar.
Y in jaguar is dumb.
Okay, but it's jaguar, not jaguar.
It's jaguar.
See, oh, is not an R sound. That's an ah sound.
Right, shush, it's a jaguar.
Only
Only if you're a pirate.
Arrgh.
A Vastine
Jaguar.
service wob? What?
What do you see? It's Jaguar.
Jaguar.
And it's Porsche, not Porsche. Porsche.
No, it's Porsche.
No, it's Porsche.
Yeah, it's
No,
Porsche.
not.
It's Porsche.
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 It's German.
Porsche is married to Ellen DeGeneres.
That's a different spelling.
See?
Right.
Different pronunciation, different spelling.
Good. Nerdy says those cats are getting fully levitated, 100%. Natasha
don't-
says levitate bunnies. No.
Don't be silly. British people can't spell. They still use that U on stuff.
Mm-hmm.
That's because it's required.
No, it's dumb and unnecessary. Sorry.
No, it's not. Noxum says 360 degrees, fuck cats. Sandy says
Please
because all of us
don't.
said that.
No. Bestiality is a no.
Please don't.
Yeah, not the kind of pussy I like to fuck.
Tusk says, is there
Well,
a limit to how high I can make those little fucks levitate? I mean, could I make them go a mile up and let them drop? They'll survive from a mile up.
All I can say is it's not the same kind of cat o' nine tails.
Come on, I don't like
But you
cats.
could use it to throw cats at people.
I don't like cats, but you don't have to do that kind of stuff to
Kind
them.
of what I was thinking.
Why are you throwing cats, Dave?
Because you're levitating them is the point.
No,
I'm
but
gonna
not
make
throwing
I'm
them.
gonna
Okay, but
I'm
have
gonna
these
make a
people
new
pissed
flag.
you off that are getting a cat in the face?
I mean,
I'm gonna
yeah,
make a flag that says-
throw cats at people. That's wrong. Duh.
I'm gonna make a flag that says cats and country on it.
Earn that shit, yo.
A lion is not a cat.
Yes,
No
it
country
is.
for old cats.
Yes, it is.
Cat country.
You want to start
Pussy
let's
galore.
start talking about like kingdom, phylum, class, species bullshit here, Dave? Do you really want to go there? Because you will lose.
Yeah.
Next
A house
next
cat.
thing you know, we're talking about kinds.
Yeah.
Are we staying within the same kingdom here, or a
Kind. We
phylum
have to
maybe?
stick within kinds. The cat
Kingdom,
kind.
phylum. Do we go to class here? Order maybe?
People are going to start
Genus?
having trouble with their
Species?
internet connection. Who had super chat for $1.99? Jungle cats count.
So many cats, so few recipes.
Not a panther or a tiger or a tiger king. Purple says, imagine dropping a cat on someone. Startled cats would make great weapons. And Nerdy says, so any pussy at all.
I could levitate a cougar, surely.
No.
Yes. Yes.
As long as she's over 50.
No.
What about like women
Oh,
named
50.
Cat?
No.
There are too many rules to your question, Dave.
It's a cat! It's not...
Dave's Dave's rules are fucking arbitrary. He picks whatever the fuck he wants it to be. It's bullshit.
It
I
is
call
your
all
fault.
the bullshit on Dave's rules. I would just like to
I
put that on
know.
the fucking
I know
record.
what the spirit of the question is. And you
Nanda.
people go fucking crazy.
Dave,
Spirit of the question.
no. Shut the fuck up. Dave, who wrote this question?
I
Was
did.
it you?
This question, I wrote.
You lie. You
No,
fucking
I did. I
lie.
wrote this question.
Okay.
I
You know
wrote this
what,
question.
I seem to
Liar.
remember.
You fucking
I
liar.
seem to remember complaining about something very similar about what way Dave changes the rules earlier. Just got told it's his show.
Yes.
I like
You
his
tell
rules.
her, Jeff. Tell her, Jeff. Tell her now.
Somebody told me that.
I like his rules. They're very flexible.
Like a cat is.
Oh, we also... I'm not going to read that.
I'm washed.
They're now arguing about Jaguar in the chat. Nerdy says, you could throw a cat out of a window, I would expect to land, but they need to start levitating halfway, though, to really freak it out. You want to screw with it by making it drop again. Dark Matter says, head 360
I'm going to say
degrees.
this.
What?
The RSPCA are now investigating you, Dave.
We do not recommend levitating cats.
There's like a thing about making a perpetual motion device by like tying a cat upside down on a piece of buttered bread.
Yeah.
Because it can't always lands on its feet, but the buttered bread always lands butter side down, and then it'll constantly be turning, and there you have perpetual motion.
Yes.
Only
Dark
if it's
Matter.
dropping.
You just keep it dropping. Dark Matter said, head 360 degrees. Can you imagine the fun someone like myself would have at churches, for fuck's sake? Oh, that'd be so cool. You just sit there and drink something very green beforehand. And just spin your head
Yeah,
and
okay,
spew
fine.
it.
You'd rather mess with Jesus, folks. Let's play with the cats, though. It's fine.
Nerdy says, levitate the cat, then spin it 360 degrees.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Let's go to Southern Baptist churches with green stuff in their mouth.
And spin that.
Or you could
My
throw
question
cats
is-
out of churches.
You could throw cats,
That's
yeah.
something.
What
They
if
believe it was a
gravity
miracle.
stops your head from going more than
Be honest.
360 degrees? Is it just that your neck skin is about to rip and that's the only thing, or is there some sort of barrier?
The only thing I would have the 360-degree head thing is for is if I could go to one of Bob Larson's sermons and just fuck with that guy for ages.
Wait. We have a doctor here, so let's get an answer to Kate's question. Do you have one?
Well,
Okay, so there are a few different types of barriers. There's a physiologic barrier, there's an anatomic barrier, and there's a pathologic barrier. So if we're assuming that if you could actually rotate your head like that, I'm assuming that you have shifted your anatomic barrier to be where you could actually do that. So yeah, your skin would have to be able to move, like your spine would have to be able to move differently, like muscles would all be able to have to be that flexible. So yeah, I'm assuming that's the spirit of the if we're going spirit of the question.
Spirit of the question, we're just going to chop the head off, and then the head is kept alive magically, the body is kept alive magically, and a spinny thing is put in the middle.
Well, now I'm definitely levitating cats.
Dave, I want to know why it's okay for Ben to teach shit, but not me on your show.
Like, why can't I teach shit as well?
You people should have learned that during potty training.
Because I'm in 19th grade now.
Yeah, you want to teach shit. That's how you. All right.
Tusk says, "Can I do it remotely, or does the cat have to be in your eye line? You have to be able to see it."
That's how she phrased it.
Ben, I've just worked out. I'm going into year 18 of learning as well in January.
No, I'm 19.
If I
You're
can
19, so you're ahead of
I'm
me
near
by 1
19.
year.
Technically, year 20 because I did an extra year of undergrad, but I don't count that. So
If I can,
that was silly.
yeah, why can't I rocket it forward at 100 miles an hour?
The cat.
because that's bad.
All right, did you answer, Dave?
Yeah, I think I'm going. Yeah, I think you've convinced me. Oh, I don't know. See, I was convinced with the cats, but dark matter has pretty much got me. I really do like screwing with.
Like I said, throw the cats at the church, then you get like good stuff from both sides.
They may call it a miracle.
Yeah.
I mean, I think you're less likely to get. I think you're less likely to get stabbed by somebody with the cats
It's true.
because they don't know it's you. They don't know it's you throwing the cats. Whereas if it's you stood in the corner with your head rotating, spewing, they're going to know that's you.
I would like to point out, for any person from the ASPCA or RSPCA watching this, we do not condone the throwing of cruelty in any way to any animals whatsoever.
See, I think I'd be a bit more of a prankster and levitate a cat up to someone's second-story bedroom window and just sort of make the cat thump onto the window until they're looking, and just like obviously the cat's not in a tree; it's just hanging there, and make them wonder what the hell's going on.
Tusk says, "Can I levitate a cat by kicking it up the arse?" No.
Like that. Have you ever seen the Buffy movie originally?
Yeah.
When I can't remember, David Arquette, I think, he comes up and he's hanging out the window like that. Yeah, like that.
I just want to expand on what Phoebe just said there. Yeah, if there's anyone from the RSPCA or ASPCA watching, we do not condone cruelty. But if there's anybody from PETA watching, fuck off.
Yeah.
The cruelty to the ants that we were going to put in force field.
I'm just going to start a cult and declare myself the cat god.
Now, people
Give me
start
all your
sending
money.
you cats.
Ben,
Like
I
if you don't tithe 10%, I'm gonna levitate your cats and drop them off a building.
Ben, I'd
We're
like
gonna
to.
have Ring is the puppy god in the community, so we're gonna have a cat god too.
Yes,
Sounds
Ben,
good.
I'd like to do some research on modifying human fetuses with owl genes so that we can turn our heads 270 degrees.
Yeah, okay, I'll work on that.
Okay.
I'll work on that. I'll just abandon all of my research on trans issues and just take up the owl head thing.
Well, it sounds like a hoot.
Sorry, trans people. I have new priorities.
Okay, no.
I'm
No.
only allowed to say that because I'm a trans person.
But no feathers.
Right, we need to go.
Did you answer?
Yes.
Okay, I'm sorry. I did not.
This is
pay
the thing.
attention
Right, she doesn't
at
care
all.
what my answer is. She just shouts at me.
Really need to make sure you fucking answer because I swear to God, you put me through this bullshit. You get to do it too. That's all I'm
Amanda, you
saying.
get to spend a stream with me, so therefore it's worth it.
Okay, I love you, Phoebe, but I did this every morning, 6 days a week at 8 o'clock in the morning for months.
Then that's your form of sadism, and that's more for
It
you.
really fucking is. It really was. So, love you, Dave. Love you, Dave.
Right. Does anyone have anything to shill?
Yes.
Yes.
Go.
Have any of you ever, and this counts in the chat too, have heard of or gone to Conservapedia?
Yes.
Heard of
Yes.
it? Never been there.
Well, if you've never been there, do go. It is absolutely the most bottom feeding.
I have a question. Do we exist on Conservapedia, according to Conservapedia?
Do we?
Does anyone on this stream exist according to Conservapedia?
Jeff. Jeff
Jeff.
exists.
And there's
No,
a
he's
huge
British,
level of
therefore he
hate
can't
for
exist.
all of us. Anyways, Conservatopedia is just this absolute horrible place of every bad conservative idea and fantasy that you could ever think of. Every lie, every innuendo, every piece of bullshit they've ever produced.
And it's really right as well.
And they take it as absolutely true. Well, tonight, Godless Granny, myself, and Randolph Richardson are going to be doing a little show on their crap. And you're all welcome to come. We're going to specifically talk about...
I was just saying, I think that was a good dream idea.
Is this an invitation for me to come on and rip apart Conservapedia with Randolph Richardson and yourself?
Well, I would love to have you on there. That would be great. But you have to ask Granny, Sir Shaw.
It tends to be at stupid times in the morning, Europe.
I just checked, and I am not on Conservapedia. That is not a thing. I looked under Bionic Dance and Kate Farr.
So you don't exist. See?
According to the conservatives, I do not exist.
You'd be under that lesbian banner.
I doubt I'm on there, but I bet there's probably one or two organisations I used to be affiliated with that are.
Those pages are red.
I have a thing to show.
Just give me 2 seconds. I'll read the super chat. Uhan super chat for $1.99. Lions count raw. No, they don't. And he's got bragging rights returning soon. Ben.
Okay. This Friday on my Twitch channel at I think it's 9 Eastern time. So right after the shills, which you should also go watch. I'm having a beer and bros, just hang out, chat with B and I don't know, whoever else B decided to bring on. And it's going to be fun. Just going to have some bro chat.
Awesome.
I do a little bit have one thing to show. I have to go because there's another stream coming up in about 50 minutes on Lavender Ladies channel, and I'm going to be on it. So go watch that, or you eat yellow snow.
On Diana's at 7.
So I'll catch you with geniuses later. I do have to jet.
Thanks for coming, Kate.
Thank you, Kate.
Well, I didn't react that strongly, but I was glad to be here.
I'm shilling this top. I'm shilling this top.
Is it? And what does this top represent?
Sorry, boobs. What?
Groovy 25.
There you go. That's the shilling they get. But yes, I'm also shilling my interview series, Transition Stories. There will be another episode this week. The day is not fixed yet. My guest will hopefully be somebody that I pin down. My guest this week is proving particularly difficult to pin down for an actual time because of time zones. So it'll be Friday or Saturday this week. I'm not sure yet. But it will be this week.
Jeff?
Nothing really at the moment. Nothing planned.
Amanda?
Diana's. So far is if Juan and Phoebe can do it, I'll try to do Phoebe's show this Sunday and go watch the goddamn podcast tonight at 10.
Put a link to the goddamn podcast in the chat.
Dave, what
to
are
be
you
fair,
shilling?
if John's still there, he could put a link in.
No, he's not.
But he won't shill it, will he?
He doesn't show for himself anyway, so.
I know. He should do.
He has a new video out. It's very, very, very funny. Please watch that as well.
I can give you a link to that. I've got that open in a window.
Yeah, link that. It's hilarious.
Dave, what are you shilling?
Nothing. This show next week. I don't think I'm on.
Oh, shit. Sorry.
What?
I am. I'm not because you asked, but because TJ did, actually. So that's why.
This is you don't have to shield the podcast here. You could move the podcast, to a time that's not the middle of the.
That British people can watch.
Yeah.
Or you can do what I do, and that is strategically sleep before these things happen.
I can't do that. The drugs do not allow for that.
On that note,
Stupid
wrap
hours.
this thing up, Dave.
Are we done? Can we go
We are. I'll say thank you to Kate first. And I say thank you to Manda, to Jenny, to Ben, Jeff.
Bye, Jeff.
Bye, Jeff. And
Wake
to
up,
Phoebe.
Jeff.
He's gone to sleep. And thank you to everyone in the chat. You get sponsorship for this. You earn more from this stream than me. I'm going to be pissed
She
off.
was like showing her tits, Dave. Duh. Come out.
Those are pretty nice. Katie.
We're going. Goodbye, everybody.
Fuck.